going live tonight because I've challenged myself to do more lives on my socials, and we are going to talk the new NIRA Pro Plus laser. So this launches on March 13th. I believe the price is going to be $599. So I am comparing it to the original NIRA Pro laser. So what are the differences, benefits, like do you need it if you already own the Pro? So I'm just gonna give people maybe a couple seconds to get the notification and jump on, because that's how social media is. But it's long time no see on this channel. So sorry I've been MIA, so things have been just a little bit rough in my world. Hi, if you're just joining me. So just talking the NIRA Pro Plus and the NIRA Pro laser. So the Pro Plus drops March 13th, so next week. So let's go ahead and get into it. So like I said, this drops March 13th. So the Pro came out, I want to say a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago. So these lasers are non-ablative, non-fractional lasers. So what that means is they don't ablate the skin. So normally if you go to a dermatologist's office and you're getting like a CO2 laser, it's taking off the top layer of skin. So it's like resurfacing the skin. So these do not do that. So there's no downtime with these. They both have 1450 nanometer wavelengths. Like you'll see that in some of the professional devices as well. But these work on the water layer in the skin. So these go in and they heat up the skin, which helps to build collagen. So it does that via heat shock protein. So it causes kind of like I want to say like more like a scar tissue collagen than we would get if we were microneedling. So chemical pills will also do that as well. So anytime you're adding heat or burn to the skin, you're going to get that that type of collagen built. So just talking about, it talks about how this turns on. So when it turns on, like it's coming from, room temperature or whatever, and that heats up really quick, like up to like 42 degrees Celsius. And then through the treatment. So this is our pain threshold right here, this red line. So it'll kind of like level out and go down so that we're not quite hitting the pain threshold. So with this new NIRA Pro Plus, so if we look at it, you'll see we have a lot more airflow into the device. Same with the back, so a lot more airflow because it's much more powerful. Hi, if you're joining me, I can't see comments, but if you have comments, let me know. So the difference with this device. So this device over the original Pro, this has 3 watts of power, where the Pro has the 2 watts of power. So again, this is the Plus. And so having that 3 watts of power is going to bring you 50% more power for faster targeted wrinkle reduction. And so it's stated to like take 2 minutes a day versus 3 minutes a day with this. So this just depends on where you're using it. So if you're just treating one area of the face, yeah, it's gonna take you 2 minutes. So last night was actually the first night that I tried this one. So I was comparing them, and you're gonna see me struggle a little bit when I compare them. But the Pro, it actually comes with an app so that you can track your treatments. There's also like rewards that you can earn. I'm sure you'll like earn free skincare and stuff like that. So when you log in, it's gonna ask you to pair your device. And how you do that, and it took me a minute to figure this out. So it says, turn it off and then press the power button for 7 seconds until you see the NIRA lights cycle. Pair. So the lights are just like flashing. I don't think you can see that. Okay, so it paired successfully. When you go in here, you're going to be able to like pick your treatment zones. You can go in at any time and, kind of pick the areas that you want. So these are just what I selected when I set this up yesterday. So if you have wrinkles on your forehead and you want to treat there, you can treat your under eyes, your chin, you can treat your neck as well. It doesn't have neck on here, but I'll just save that again. And then we can track our treatments. So if you expand on the calendar, it'll tell you like how many minutes you used it on what day, how many pulses, how many were successful, and stuff like that. And then there is a rewards section. Sure, how much you use it is going to determine how much you earn. Okay, and then it actually has a gallery in here too. Like, I can't show you that, but it like has these two dots that you line your eyes up with, and then you can take photos and store them in here. For me, that's really nice because I take a lot of photos, and to have them in the app is gonna be nice because then I'm not hunting and pecking for the pictures associated with the NIRA. So because this is much more powerful, I'm actually gonna start on a level 2 because it does get hotter much faster. And then with the Pro, I use this generally like on a 4. So we're gonna compare how fast they are to each other. So quite a bit faster. Like you'll hear the fan already turn on. So like there's no comparison about how fast it is. So if you guys remember, what I disliked about the Pro was how long it took. And you're not in control like you are with the Precision where you're pushing the button. You're at the mercy of this. So I love that this is so much faster. So going forward, I'm just gonna use the Pro because I do love how much faster it is. So I'm gonna start back up. And again, it started on level 2. It just keeps your same setting as the first time. But yeah, so these have been clinically proven to, build up to 40% collagen in the skin with regular use. So at 60 days, you're gonna see like a good reduction in your wrinkles. And then at day 90, you're gonna see like a really good improvement in your wrinkles. So I'm treating more sagging in my lower face and my neck than I am wrinkles. But it's super fast. Like if you wanna use this underneath your eyes, feel free. Like you don't wanna go up too far because we do have glands here and this will damage them. And it still has that 10 pulses, and then it gives you that high-pitched pulse telling you to move to the next area. So again, I don't recommend using this on the upper eyes just because it's so big. Like I can't get in here without hitting my eyelid, and we have like our meibomian glands in our eyelids, which can damage them. So, and then that can be a cause of dry eye. So unless you have like a lot of real estate, I definitely don't recommend using this for the upper eyelids if you're trying to tighten that skin. I would definitely get the Precision laser for that. But I love how fast this is. Like saving a ton of time, and it is way more powerful. Again, I have it on level 2 and I can feel it. So I mean, that means like, as your skin gets used to it, you're going to be able to move up and still get like good results. But speaking of dry eye, so I've kind of been MIA just because I've been dealing with severe dry eye. Like it's almost debilitating, and like staring at computer screens for 9 hours because I have a full-time job. It's torture by the end of the day because I don't ever get enough tears over my eyes to lubricate them. So I've been struggling with that, and went back to the eye clinic that did my LASIK Tuesday. So I had LASIK June of 2021, and I've never really recovered from the LASIK. Because when you get LASIK, they actually cut the nerves in your cornea, and most of the time the nerves grow back just fine. Like most people's will start like regenerating within a couple days, and it can take up to 2 years for them to regenerate. But here I am going on 4 years and still having a lot of issues. So it's just been frustrating to like even focus on being able to do content because it's so painful. Like every single day it's just absolute torture. So it's like most of the time I'm just thinking about how bad my eyes hurt, and I just haven't been able to focus. So anyway, so I went back to the clinic on Tuesday, and I pretty much threw a fit. I'm like, I'm not leaving here until you guys do something. So there's these things called scleral lenses, and they cover more of your eye. They go all the way to the white, which is called the sclera, and they're like a rigid contact, hard to put in. very expensive because insurance usually doesn't cover them. Like I even went to my regular doctor and got tested for rheumatoid arthritis and Sjögren's syndrome because those can cause dry eye issues, and those came back negative. So that's why I went back to the eye doctor. And so it's the physician, like the MDs that do the LASIK surgery. And then when you go in for your follow-ups, like every year, you're just seeing like the doctor of optometry. So they don't really specialize in anything. So I saw my normal doctor, Dr. Farr, the optometrist, and like I just started throw fit. I'm like, you guys got to do something because like it's miserable. So he actually pulled in like a specialized doctor, Dr. Hansen, and he pulled that thing up to my eyes, looked at my eyes, and then kind of went over to the side of me and said, okay, look forward. And I saw him grab a tissue. I'm like, what is he doing? So he kind of stuck it in both eyes, and I didn't feel any of it. And he's like, okay, well, here's what we're going to do. So there's this medication. It's called Oxerbate. So it's $16,000, and Richard was with me, and we were like, I don't think so. So if the scleral lenses were going to cost me $1,600 out of pocket, I can't afford $16,000. So he says, but they have a financial like aid program where I've seen people pay from $5 up to a couple $100. He says what it is it's nerve regrowth factors. So it's made out of human nerve growth. So it was approved by the FDA in 2018, and it's an 8-week course. So he said it is painful because you are regrowing nerves in the eyes, and I guess the corneas, like the nerve sensitivity in your corneas is like upwards of 300% more than like the skin nerves. So start that so that I can actually see to drive and not have the fluctuating vision, and hopefully the blurriness will go away and the dryness will go away as the nerves restore. But like I said, it's an 8-week course. You get like 28 vials per eye. So it's 1 vial per eye per day. So we're gonna do it on both of my eyes, and hopefully there's some success and I'll be able to get like back to a normal routine and being able to make content for this channel. Like for me at this point, it's just been easier just to do short form content on Instagram. So it's just been the easiest for me and the least draining. So I just really want to get back to making content here on YouTube because I love YouTube more than Instagram for sure. Like I like the community here a lot better. So yeah, so and your nerves in your corneas, they play like an important sensory role in the tear reflexing. So like if you get a piece of sand in your eye, like your eyes will start watering trying to get that out, and mine don't do that. So they don't understand that I need moisture and lubrication on my eyes. So like I've just been getting a damage to my corneas causing the vision impairment. So hopefully things will get better. I don't know if you guys want me to document that. I looked through YouTube and I don't see really any videos with anybody's experience with Oxerbate on YouTube. It's really just doctors talking about it and the Oxerbate company themselves. So there's a Facebook group, but I try to join and you can't even get into it. So I really don't know what to expect with it. It can cause like swelling of the eyes, edema, like redness. So just in for the long haul, and hopefully there's an improvement at the 8-week mark. But as far as the NIRAs, do I think that you need the NIRA Pro Plus? They have the same wavelengths. If you've already bought the Pro, probably not. You probably don't need it. You're just in for like a little bit longer of a treatment. You could track your treatments in your own personal calendar, but I do like the app that they have created. So that is really nice. And I really like being able to store the pictures within the app. But I think if you are in the market for a bigger laser because you just have the precision laser, I definitely think you should wait until the 13th of March and grab this guy. So my code always saves you the max discount. And my code is LBV10, like L as in llama, B as in Bravo, V as in Victor, and then 10. And I did drop a link as well, but I'll be back on the 13th just to let you guys know that this is live on the website. But yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and thank you guys for joining me here. I really appreciate you. I want to see if I can see any comments. No, I can't see comments, but if there's any comments, I'll go back and respond to them. But I appreciate you guys, and have a good evening.